The truth is simple, brutal, and liberating. Most people don't care about your struggles, your victories, or your progress. Society tells us otherwise. We are conditioned to seek approval, recognition, and validation from a world too distracted by its own chaos to notice ours. But wisdom, the kind taught by the Stoics, reveals a different path. Your life is yours. Focus on it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Notice the weight of that sentence. Not seek approval to be good. Not wait for recognition to act rightly. Be good. Act rightly because it aligns with your nature, not because someone else watches or applauds. This is the first lesson in liberation. External attention is fleeting, unreliable, and irrelevant. What matters is internal alignment. We live in an age obsessed with perception. Likes, follows, comparisons, and judgments cloud our minds and warp our priorities. But if we truly embrace self-mastery, we realize that the opinions of others are outside our control, and therefore they are not ours to carry. Epictetus reminded us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The world will always chatter. The world will always judge. The world will always misinterpret. But we are not called to participate in that noise. We are called to act with purpose, self-discipline, and virtue. To focus on your life is to reclaim your energy. Every thought spent worrying about who notices or approves is a thought stolen from your growth. Every action taken to impress is an action removed from principle. And every moment lost to external distraction is a moment surrendered to chaos. The Stoics taught that life is short and fragile. To waste it seeking irrelevant validation is to squander it entirely. We must train ourselves to move quietly, deliberately, and without expectation. To take responsibility for our work, our health, our relationships, and our mind without needing applause. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." Replace craving for attention with craving for mastery. Replace fear of judgment with the pursuit of virtue. Replace distraction with focus. Those who live this way notice a transformation. The mind becomes calm, purpose sharpens, actions gain weight. You are no longer a participant in petty dramas or social approval contests. You are a force moving steadily towards self-mastery, impervious to noise and undistracted by irrelevance. The world doesn't care, and that is freedom. So stop performing. Stop explaining. Stop chasing what is not yours to control. Focus on your life. Build your discipline. Strengthen your character. Master your mind. And in doing so, you become the kind of person the world can't ignore. Not because it watches, but because it senses your integrity, your purpose, and your relentless forward motion. In the silence of self-mastery, we discover the ultimate truth. The only approval we ever need is our own. 2. Stop seeking approval. Your energy belongs to you. Another key truth that the Stoics teach is simple, yet so many fail to grasp it. Approval is fleeting, and it is not yours to carry. Most people waste their lives bending to the judgments of others, modifying behavior, suppressing thoughts, and diluting purpose to be liked. But real power, real attractiveness, and real freedom come when we stop seeking validation from outside and claim our energy for ourselves. Epictetus said, "Make the mind tougher by not letting it depend on what is not in your control. Opinions, praise, and criticism belong to the world, not to you." When we chase them, we surrender control. When we let them go, we reclaim it. The person who has mastered this is unshakable. They walk through life focused on purpose, action, and principle, not applause. Approval is addictive because it feels like safety, but it is an illusion. Seeking it constantly fragments the mind. It steals focus. It robs strength. By contrast, when you stop performing for others, your energy consolidates. You grow sharper, calmer, and more intentional. Your presence becomes magnetic, not because of what people say, but because of the quiet confidence of self-possession. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that virtue is internal. We act rightly, not for recognition, but because it is the only path to integrity. When we live by this principle, the world may misunderstand us, ignore us, or even criticize us. But it no longer holds power over our peace. Focus on what belongs to you, your mind, your character, your actions. Let the world chatter. Let others approve, judge, or misunderstand. Your energy is too valuable to squander on seeking applause. Discipline it, protect it, and dedicate it to the pursuit of mastery. When you stop seeking approval, you step into freedom. You step into authority over yourself. And that authority, the calm, deliberate, unshakable force of a mind fully owned, is the silent magnet that draws people, respect, and opportunity toward you. 3. Ignore the noise. Focus on what truly matters. One of the most liberating lessons from Stoicism is simple. Most of the world's noise is irrelevant to your growth. People gossip, criticize, and judge endlessly, but none of it controls your value or destiny. To be attractive, powerful, and free, you must stop reacting to the world's chatter and focus only on what is within your control. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." In this context, craving attention or approval is a form of poverty. It scatters energy, fragments focus, and allows the world to dictate your emotions. By ignoring the noise, you reclaim your attention and your life. When you focus on what truly matters, your character, your discipline, your purpose, you create a presence that cannot be bought or feigned. People sense this shift. Your calm under chaos, your refusal to chase every slight or compliment signals strength. It is the quiet authority of someone who belongs to themselves and not to the world's judgments. Epictetus reminded us that it's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. Reacting to every rumor, every opinion, or every distraction makes you a servant of others' priorities. Responding deliberately or choosing not to respond at all preserves your mental clarity and fortitude. By ignoring the noise, you create space for mastery. You dedicate yourself to meaningful growth, consistent habits, and inner discipline. The world may misunderstand you, criticize you, or overlook your efforts, but its judgment no longer steals your energy. The person who masters this becomes magnetic not because of vanity or charm, but because their focus, composure, and self-possession radiate power. The world may chatter, but you move forward unshaken. And in that forward motion, everything that truly matters finds its way to you. In short, stop reacting to irrelevant noise. Protect your energy. Focus on your life. That is the essence of self-mastery and the mark of someone truly attractive. 4. Accept your insignificance and become free. There is a moment in every disciplined life when a hard truth must be faced. We are not as important as we think. And strangely, this realization is not crushing. It is liberating. When we truly accept that most people are not watching, not judging, not obsessing over our mistakes, a heavy psychological burden dissolves. This is where freedom begins. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily of this truth. He wrote that soon we will all be forgotten, emperors and peasants alike, not to depress himself, but to strip fear of its power. When you accept your smallness in the vast order of life, embarrassment loses its grip, anxiety weakens. The need to perform for others fades. We suffer because we imagine an audience that does not exist. We hesitate to act, to change, to improve because we believe eyes are fixed on us, waiting to judge. But the Stoic understands something sharper. Everyone is too consumed by their own struggles to carry yours. This realization is not cruel. It is clarifying. Once we accept our insignificance, we stop wasting energy on appearances and redirect it towards substance. We focus on virtue instead of validation, on progress instead of praise. This shift is not loud, it is quiet. And that quietness becomes power. Epictetus taught that peace comes from aligning with reality, not fighting it. Reality says this: the world does not owe us attention. And, in accepting that we stop demanding it, we move through life lighter, calmer, more deliberate. This is where true confidence is born. Not from believing we are special, but from no longer needing to be. We act because it is right. We improve because it is necessary. We endure because it is our duty. Whether the world notices becomes irrelevant. And paradoxically, this is when people begin to notice. Not because we seek their gaze, but because we are no longer enslaved by it. There is a gravity to someone who stands firm without applause. So we accept our insignificance not with bitterness but with clarity. We free ourselves from imagined judgment. We reclaim our focus. And in doing so, we finally live for what matters. Our character, our discipline, and the quiet strength that cannot be taken.